Okay, so what we have here is like a man's been picked to be on jury service, and he's okay with it all that, and then he decides when he gets picked, it turns out that this incident had happened that he was probably involved in. Because they all start to get challenged. First of all, they're like like jurors. This is the whole
Yeah,
court
the
thing
sort
where,
of
oh
American
yeah,
selection
yeah,
process of who gets on the
we'll have
jury.
you, we'll have you, and so he's like, oh, he thinks, oh, this could have been something I've been involved in. And he doesn't say anything at the time, but when it comes to when the trial, so they go through the trial, and then when they're in the jury room, he's like, wow, we need to, think, and so, and he's got a little bit of a guilt complex. He's starting to feel guilty himself, because
Yeah,
and you have these few flashbacks about the incident that happened, and maybe it was him and not the chap
the
that is
defendant.
that yeah that's being accused. So, and then it's a bit like 12 Angry Men, where Henry Fonda changed. So
Yeah,
it sort of runs along them lines, but with a bit of a twist. And yeah, is I thought this was quite well acted, actually. Quite Nicholas Hoult. I was quite
yeah.
surprised because I always remember him in Mad Max Fury Road and a few other things. So this was a bit off, not his normal bag. I don't think, unless I can think of anything else. But I mean, I don't know how realistic it would be. I've no idea really because I don't know much
Mm.
about the court thing in America. But there was that was a lot to do with it, and there was quite a lot in the when the jurors are discussing. Oh, wow, this could have happened. They go, and you get the ones, no, he's guilty. I know his sort. I know his
Yeah,
sort.
yeah, yeah,
The
yeah,
real ones that are staunch, they're not going to change their minds. They're spot on. And so basically, they're still
yeah,
deliberating over a few days, and they say we want to go to the scene, and there's
yeah.
there's there's a policeman in there, and they said you shouldn't be on it. Who's one of the panel on the one of the jurors, and he says, "Oh no, he agrees that he could probably not be guilty." He says, "No, this is not right." And of course, Nicholas Hoult character is like, "Oh dear, I better." So he follows the policeman. The policeman spots him. Obviously, he's like, but anyway, there's
So yeah,
stuff happens, and
I mean, the fundamental sort of premise is that Nicholas Hoult is married with a very heavily pregnant wife,
yeah.
who has a high risk pregnancy and has a complicated past of his own, and he realizes that it might be his fault, the not
Not the
the guy who's
defendant.
on trial, and he is balancing his desire to do the right thing by the defendant, another complicated person with a past, and the right thing by his wife and unborn child, and has a sort of moral battle in trying to do what's right,
yeah, that's
but
it. It's a
not
moral battle, isn't it? Really.
jeopardize his own life. And at the same time, you've got the case being prosecuted by my mind then immediately goes blank, and I can't think what her name is. Um,
Oh, you keep going. I'll find her.
what's her name? Who is superb and is running to be district attorney. And
Everything you're saying is making me think Sarah Paulson, but
it's not. It's thingy.
Tony
Who-
Collette.
Thank you, Tony Collette,
Yeah.
who is who was running to be district attorney, and her career is obviously hangs on this successful conviction. And Chris Messina is the plays the
Prosecutor.
defense, no
Oh no,
defense,
defense. Okay.
um, and it's the much of it is the unfolding of what actually happened, and the what should happen, and what is a good outcome. Um, Clint Eastwood directed.
Yep.
He's 92. Probably going to be the last film he directs, probably.
Is it a good swan song? What did you guys think?
I really
Um,
liked it.
um, uh, yeah, I thought it was. I thought it was. Yeah, it was all right. I thought it was okay. I didn't dislike this film, but I thought it was. I don't know. I don't know the believability of it because I don't know enough about it. But I
Sure,
suppose.
sure. The way you were talking, you had the air of somebody who you're like, this reminds me of better films.
Yeah. It does remind me of better films. Yeah. I mean, I quite liked that 12 Angry Men and
Yeah, because
yeah,
the first bit it sounds very 12 Angry Men. Like the
yes,
whole
yeah,
jurors trying to figure out whether he is vacillating between is he guilty, is he innocent, that kind
yeah.
of stuff. That all sounds very 12 Angry Men.
Turn it on his head. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
No.
All right, cool. But how many stars would you give it?
3 stars.
4 stars.
4 stars.
Four
Four
stars.
stars. So 4 stars. Reverse Craig. Reverse Craig Revolver says 4 stars. Okay, cool.